Hello, I am Flaunt. Welcome back to some more BTD6. Today we are playing CHIMPS mode on Cubism. Going back to form for me, we're beginning with Sada. We're going to go ahead and place Sada right there and just go ahead and hit play. And fast forward. Alright, and in standard fare, we're going to go ahead and get a sniper monkey here. And then we're actually going to save up for a monkey wizard and place the monkey wizard right here, just kind of above Sada. And then we're going to work on our monkey village. You know, I don't really use the discount village in modes other than chimps. I don't find it as useful as, like, just banana farming. It's interesting how chimps forces you to play differently than other ways. I mean, I also tend to favor, for instance, middle path druids outside of chimps because they're just phenomenal, but because I don't get the money leading up to it, it's just not worth it to go for them most of the time in chimps. We'll see if I can save up enough for the main Moab before round 40. I don't usually end up getting to do that, but doesn't matter too much. Alright, so we are not going to be able to afford the main Moab. However, we can get 2 points of faster firing. We can come up here and get down a 203, which I'm annoyed it's not a 205, but you know what? I can only do so much. I can, however, make that a jungle drums, and that'll be all that gets. Is that all I want to do? Yeah, I think that's all I want to do for now. And we'll now save up for our monkey sniper. Now we can get the main Moab, and we don't need to touch our sniper monkey again. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a druid right there. Make him a... well, he'll probably end up being a 4-2-0, but... yeah, I don't use top path druids except in chimps, really, where I really, really need the stalling. I guess before I upgrade that to a ball lightning, I'll go ahead and upgrade the overdrive. And this has become a very standard game of chimps for me. This is just how I like to play, for whatever reason. But it only works on easy maps. It doesn't really work all that well on more advanced maps. I will readily admit that. I am working on getting to be okay at more advanced maps, but I'm not to that point yet. I think at this point what I want to do, I want to place down this guy right about here. Give him super range, so we can reach a lot more, and then I'm going to go ahead and make him a 0-2, probably 3, and never touch him again after that. Alright, don't touch him for a while. Let's go ahead and get out a mer monkey. Can I put it here and it work? Aha! I barely can. 20x. Every once in a while the mer monkey gets to do something. I mean, it's not trying to do anything right now. I'm trying to get it up so I can put the Siren's Call and center it on the tack shooter. So it's not really supposed to be doing anything. So the fact that it's doing something is... I'm not going to call it good. I'm not even really going to call it a bonus. I'm just going to call it is. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and place that there. Alright, and then we go ahead and hit play again. Now, normally I use a monkey wizard to set things on fire. This time I'm actually going to make it a little bit different and use one of these mortar monkeys. Set it to right there. There we go. Faster reload. It's going to be a 0 to 3, maybe 4. I'll have to think about that. We'll go for the 4 later. For now, though, I want to go ahead and get a glue gunner. Glue gunner is another monkey I never use outside of chimps. I prefer ice monkeys outside of chimps. It's very interesting. We'll go ahead and max that guy out before we upgrade our other things again. Level of Sada. 11. Can't even hit leads yet. Not that that's been an issue so far. We've done pretty good about that. I guess it was an issue right at the beginning. We'll go ahead and get the final harmonic before we get the glue gunner upgrade, the balloon solver. I think that would be more useful, being able to get slightly bigger balloons in the Siren's Call. I think will be slightly more useful than a balloon solver, especially since I have several sources of damage over time happening in that area. If it was only one source, then the balloon solver would be better, but because I have multiple, I think it's better to get bigger things there. Ooh, some of them actually managed to pierce cap that. I'm impressed. I don't think we're getting the final harmonic before round 80. As long as we get it before round 90, we should be fine, though. Actually, I think technically the 4th tier bottom path can get DDTs, but I really don't want to be relying on that in particular. You know, I say I don't use bottom path villages in normal game. I also tend to use the middle path for my camo detection. I don't use the things that strip camo. I instead just give my monkeys all the ability to see camo. It's very interesting how I play this game differently in chimps. Not being able to farm and having to say good enough as opposed to great, I think really helps with that. Of course, also contributing to that is the fact that I'm really not all that good at the game. I think next up we're going to go ahead and upgrade our mortar. I think it'll be a slightly bigger increase than upgrading the glue gunner. How's our mortar doing after that? Wasn't that big of an increase. Oh well. I guess it probably would have been better to save up for the balloon solver. Alright, I think I'm going to spend the rest of my money until we get to, like, around where I need to make a decision immediately and can't save up. I'm going to spend the rest of my money on a 520 Monkey Buccaneer. The purpose of the 520 is so that 520, the 5 at the top path, it increases the attack speed of all water monkeys. And since the mermonkey is in fact a water monkey, it's just advantageous for me to make that better. And it's a decent enough tower on its own, so even if I don't get to the 5, if I get to even the 4, it'll be pretty decent. How's the Bloom Solver doing for damage? Wow, that's pretty good. So the way I see it, I have 3 different damage over time effects going on whenever they get into the middle, and whenever they get into the mermonkey's spiral, they take all of their damage over time effects immediately until it gets reapplied, and so it can keep getting reapplied immediately. So they take massive damage very quickly. I have 3. 1 from the glue gunner, the glue solver. 1 from the Bernie stuff from the mortar. And then 1 from Soda, who does a little bit of bleed. Well, I leveled up. Can't use that monkey knowledge point. Oh well, I'll be fine. Hey, I should be able to level this up, though. There we go. I have some money left over. I will figure out what I want to do with that in a moment. Alright, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and down. One of those. And I don't know. I'll pretend that this is going to do something useful. This was another way of getting Balloon Bleed, is using a boomerang. Specifically a 5 at the top path. It gets bleed. So while the mermonkey may not actually pull the bad into its ability, it does still affect it. So it does still make all the dots explode at the same time. So that's great. All right. Well, that was CHIMPS on Cubism. Thank you so much for watching.